This is one of my favorite patches by one of my favorite artists. Let's dive in. This patch is obviously swimming in effects. We'll start with a pure analog patch and then add the effects on top at the end. So starting with the initialization patch, let's turn down oscillator 1 and the envelope amount to make room for some light distortion. Now let's thicken up oscillator 1 by setting the wave shape to about 11 o'clock. And let's tune it up an octave. Might as well add some slop here while we're at it. We want half keyboard tracking and velocity sensitivity. Set the cutoff to just above 12 o'clock and the resonance to about as high as you can get it without being obvious. That's about 11:30. Set the envelope amount to a twiddly 2 o'clock, which brings us to the envelope section of the tutorial. High velocity notes should be a little prickly sounding. No attack here, and we want a fast decay that's equal to the release. Setting that to 11:30 or so will do. The sustain should land just above 10 o'clock. Use your ears. No attack, max decay, and max release, and sustain at about 1 o'clock works nicely for playing live. I might make slightly different choices here if I was going to MIDI sequence this though. Let's sweeten the tone even more with some LFO vibrato. I have my initial amount set as low as possible while still being audible. We don't want it to be obvious. So set the frequency to just above 11 o'clock. Just beautiful. There's some detuning going on in the recording. So let's recreate that by assigning frequency 1 to dip a little bit on pressure. It's pretty subtle. If you're playing your Prophet in mono, you'll never get it. Set the chorus wet-dry mix to about 75 with a 7 for rate and 127 for width. And we're going to use phaser 3 here. 94 wet-dry, 11 for rate, and 42 for width. And there you have it. Who'd have thunk that this patch would only use a single oscillator? I guess next time I'll have to show you guys a 2 oscillator patch because that's like 3 in a row now. But you know, that's really some of the beauty of an instrument like this. You know, as a sound designer, you can kind of just get out of the way and let it do its thing.